But the one space which has been very tracked has been the newly listed names. Actually, they're not newly listed at all. The IPO market sure has been a buzz with all the announcements of the latest on the investors' radar, which is the lock-in expiry for a host of companies now that they've completed their 1 year of listing. So let me take it across to Somit, get in more details on the same. Somit?
Well, 5 companies that we need to keep an eye out for this week, because the lock-in expiry for pre-IPO investors are or will be ending for these 5 companies. Firstly, for Rainbow Children, if you see today, the lock-in has ended, so the pre-IPO investors are free to sell their shares. Now, the gains that the company has recorded to their issue price is close to 49%, and nearly 23% of the total share capital will be now free to sell their shares in the open market. For Nykaa, if you see the last the pre-IPO investors will be free to sell their shares on 10th of November, and nearly 68% of the total shareholding will be free to sell their shares from 10th of November. And since issue price, if you see, the share prices are down nearly 2% odd. For Fino Payment and PB Fintech, that is Policy Bazaar specifically, if you see, the share prices are down over 60% as compared to their issue price, and the amount of shares that are coming in or will be free to sell their shares on 11th of November is around 55 to 62% of the total share capital. And lastly, for SJS Enterprises, the share prices are down nearly 17% to its issue price, and the last date or pre-IPO investors will be free to sell their shares on 11th of November, and the total share capital that will be free to sell shares would be close to 32% of the entire share capital of the company. So these 5 names we need to keep an eye out for how the share price movement goes around from the last date of the lock-in period from going forward.
Okay, so that's all the counters where we're going to see the 1 year lock-in period being lifted. You've got PB Fintech, remember Fino Payments Bank, that's the other one to watch out for Thursday when we will see the Nykaa lock-in period being lifted off, and the week after that it will be the turn of Paytm. Thanks a lot, Samit, for joining in with that.